Hello, everyone. I'm Madhavi Makam from Colorado. And a little bit about myself. I have been Devi devotee for a long, long time. I think from my college days, I have been Devi devotee and then chanting on and off very regularly. But I always feel that there is Devi blessings for me for whatever I do. And a lot of instances in my life have proven that Devi Kataksham is there for me, and a feeling is very strongly it is there for me. So the Lalita Sahasranama chanting is one of my is the favorite chanting for me, and whenever there is chanting opportunity, I try not to miss it as far as possible. And a little bit about Lalita Sahasranama chanting before and after my spiritual journey. Before my spiritual journey, I was chanting Lalita Sahasranama, but my mind was wandering a lot of places. Whatever the case may be, I always used to feel great after chanting Lalita Sahasranama. However, my mind was wandering, or however busy my mind was, but my mouth was chanting Lalita Sahasranama. I always felt very good. But after coming into spirituality, I mean, now if I chant Lalita Sahasranama, because my mind is empty and then thought-free state, and I chant Lalita Sahasranama, at that time, the energy, the Devi energies is so immense that each and every cell of my body can feel the energy of Devis. So that is the the great difference that I have seen of the chanting, but always chanting is my favorite thing to do. But now when I close my eyes and chant, it's like amazing experience. You just have to feel it. And sometimes when I be with Devi energies, I could feel and sense that she is in front of me, and then I have that inner bliss that comes to me. So that is something that you cannot see with your physical eye, but you can only feel it. That is a little bit about myself. And regarding the learning of Devi chanting, Lalita Sahasranamam chanting, what I want to do is I'll give you a brief overview, and then we will open up for the discussion. Before I start, one thing I want you guys to do is, I want everybody to be sincere and punctual. If that is something that you can do it to yourself, because we are all in the group, and being in the group is a really great thing. And at the same time, we need to show punctuality to what we are learning and what we are doing. So that is my sincere request, that if you're punctual and sincere, that would be the best thing that you can do it yourself. And whatever the time and effort that we are putting it to be more helpful, it will always be. You'll be happy. I mean, well, I'll be happy that people are showing interest, and at the same time, more than me being happy, for us, we have to be sincere of what we are doing. That is what I expect from everyone. I know it's a short notice that I have given. Last week, I did mention it to you that we'll have introduction session today, and then from Friday, this Friday, that would be Friday, December 2nd. So that will be our first class. So this is an introduction. I would want to tell you what to expect in this class. First thing is, we are all going to learn as students. I mean, everybody, there is a lot more, there is so much to learn. So, it is, as Patanjali Maharshi says, if you think that you know everything, you're, I wouldn't say you're mistaken, but that's why I took a pause. Whatever we know, it is more like we know the size of the mustard seed, but there is ocean to learn. So always keep an open mind, and then we are all students. All along we'll be students, and then always open for suggestions, and then keep learning as we go along in our life. So there are 3 parts of this session that is going to be there on Friday, that is December 2nd. It is obviously the Lalitha Sahasranamam chanting, and then the meanings of the Advaitartham. It's more of like spiritual meaning that we would be looking into, because we all feel that Devi is nowhere. She is inside us in the form of Kundalini. That is what I have learned, and that is what it is, because we are all the amshas, that is the Telugu word. We are all the amshal name antarandi Lakshmi garu.
I got it, ma'am. You don't worry about
Swan.
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 We are all like part of Devi, like if you think about sea as the divine power, we are all droplets of that sea. So like each and every person is a droplet of that sea. So we all have the characteristics of the Devi energies, but because of all the things that we do change mentally, and then with the karmas, the things that we do, we change. So we are all amshas of Devi. And so we will do LS chanting, and then the meanings. And then in the end, we will meditate with Devi energies for a few minutes, depending on the time. And the time that we are planning is an hour. And if there are more than 15 people, then it may be longer than that. We will try to stick it to an hour, but depending on the attendance and depending on the people who are interested, we will go along. I mean, we will see how it goes, and then we will plan it, but not more than an hour and a half, because we will try to stick it to an hour. That's the best time. But if things go little more than 20 people, then, maybe it may take an hour and a half. As this is the first class, we will see how it goes from class to class. And in the LS chanting, I will be sending the recording of the 10 slokas per week. So what I want you guys to do is play that recording and then practice it. Definitely we will practice in the class for a few times, and then people can repeat it by looking at the slokas. And then the next week we all have to send the recording, or we all have to chant just before the class starts, so that way if there are any mistakes or anything, we can always correct it as a group. I think everybody has the knowledge, everybody are Devi devotees, so we all will work as a group in this. And then the meanings of Lalitha Sahasranama. So we have the Lalitha Sahasranama book, so we will read it from that. Our friends will take turns, and then we will read it. And if Anybody from the group wants to read it also, please go ahead, and then we will give the opportunity for everyone. So thinking of reading between 2 and 3 slokas meaning every day. But if it takes more time, we can come down to 1 sloka also. So depending on the time, we will decide how many slokas we will be reading the meanings. And in the end, at least 10 minutes, but I would like to meditate for 15 minutes with the Devi energies. So that is what this program is going to be. And the intent here is we all can do it by ourselves, but whenever we do with the group, there is always so much of group energies that make us learn and that make us achieve what we want to have or what we want to learn. And for example, Lakshmi Sudhakar Garu is here, and then the beginning of this year, we started Patanjali Yoga Sutralu, and there are 194 slokas, and we haven't even read or we haven't even heard about Patanjali Yoga Sutralu other than Yogena Chittasya Padena Vacham Malam Sharirasya Cha Vaidyakena Yopakarottam Pravaram Muninam Patanjalim Pranjaliranatosmi. That is the 1 sloka that most of us have heard about it. But we were all fortunate to learn. There are 4 padas, and we learned 3 padas, and there is only 1 pada to go. In the last pada, there is about 50 slokas. So each pada has something about 50 slokas each. And we all learned as a group, and we all cherish that. And we still are students, and we are still learning. And wanted to do same thing for this for the Lalitha Sahasranamam chanting. We all have been chanting, but we just want to be perfect. We don't want to push ourselves too hard. Like having 10 slokas per week, you listen to those and then master it. That way, by end of 1 year, maybe we'll all be perfect in the Lalitha Sahasranamam chanting. So that is the intent here, Andy. And if anybody have any questions or anything that you're expecting, it's open for discussion. Yes, Indra Garu, if you could speak. I mean, this, especially the meanings will be in Telugu, and we don't have English book, unfortunately, but
no, I have Telugu book, Andy. I'm also Telugu. Yeah.
Oh, that's really good. Meer ekkadi nunchi andi, Indra Garu?
Yeah, I live in Aurora. Actually, we met in Bani's house, Andy, at Bani.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I live in Wheatlands, and I can chant Lalitha Sahasranamam, but I'm not fluent. I'm learning, still learning.
Yeah, I also feel the same thing, Andy. I also feel like I need to learn more.
I also saw you. Yeah, we were at Asha's house also. But that time I saw you.
Yeah, okay. Nice. Asha Chinni. Yeah.
Asha Chinni, yes. Asha Chinni.
Yeah, okay. Good.
Yeah,
good
she will do a lot of things, Andy. You know now. She encourages all the people, and she'll do always.
I know, that's what I heard.
Yes, yeah.
That's very nice. Yeah.
We are always doing together so many things.
Yeah.
And we are all cherishing.
Yes, and the journey that we are having is like beautiful.
It's like a family. Now we all become like a family.
Yes, Lakshmi Garu. Very true.
That's very nice of you, Andy. Very true.
Especially to learn the meanings of the Lalita Sahasranama, each and every sloka. Generally, we all know how to chant, at least in our own ways. But to learn the meanings, I think it's a very good opportunity. That's
Yes.
what I feel.
That is
Even
very true.
even I feel same way. Yeah, I learned Lalita Sahasranamam, Vishnu Sahasranamam by watching, hearing the Subbalakshmi, MS Subbalakshmi's, but I don't know the meaning, and I want to learn fluently all those things.
Yeah, that's
Once if you know the meaning, actually while chanting, that feeling and the vibrations are entirely different. That's what I feel.
Yes, very true, Andy. Actually, in Lalita Sahasranamam, they talk about the Sat Chakralu, like Muladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipuraka, Anahata, Vishuddha, and Agna Chakra. Right. So, like they talk, I mean, in the Lalita Sahasranam, we talks about that, and then the Pindotpatti, how the baby is formed, like how the life of the baby enters the mom's womb, right? Like how in detail they have explained it. It's like really, really amazing. And when we start knowing the meaning of it, when you chant those slokas, the feeling that you get is entirely different. Yeah. So nice. So Lakshmi Balaji Garu, do you have any suggestions or any questions?
No, ma'am. Maybe first week I'll see, how well I could understand the meaning in Telugu. If I'm able to understand, then it's good. Otherwise, I may need to look out for the meaning of it.
Yes, we will see if it's in Telugu it is there, but in English I will see if I can find some of the
or maybe one or two words. If I'm not able to understand, maybe I need that particular word's meaning alone. So
yeah.
Let me see how I'm able to cope it up.
Sure.
Yeah.
Most of the time there will be English and Telugu mixed, but some of the words they are kind of difficult to explain in
Translate,
English.
correct. Yes.
And
but I think we can do it together. All of us, we can do it together.
Yeah.
English also.
I strongly believe in, certain things you could understand only in certain language.
Yes.
And you may not be able to explain those words in, the translation may not give that justice to that word.
True. The Sanskrit words that are there, you just cannot explain it in. It's. I wouldn't say you cannot explain, but the meaning changes.
Justice to the meaning we may not be able to.
Yeah. True.
You speak Tamil, Lakshmi?
Yes.
Yeah, then maybe your sister can help some things. Maybe Madhuri for her.
Yeah. Yeah, my sister lives in Chennai, so.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's about it. We want to learn the meaning with the meaning, and then, and see if we can get it from there. And perfect Lalita Sahasranamam chanting. That's about it, Andy, for today's introduction. And then the commitment from Lakshmi Balaji Garu and Indra wanted to hear the commitment part from you guys.
I think this is the commitment to ourselves.
Yes.
This is something, we are doing it something for ourselves, learning us. Now,
Exactly.
when
Yeah.
I'm able to do lot of investment for my time for someone else or some other work,
Mhm.
this is something I think a must for myself, at least for
Yes.
my, my betterment. I would not
Yes.
say, for anything else, but for my betterment.
Yes, you're doing it for yourself. That's all it is. That is, I mean,
Yeah.
see, one thing that we always kind of um, go in the sidetrack is, oh, there is something that I need to take care of the family or kids or the job or the house. But when it comes to us, then we are always in the last position, like, oh, we can do it something later for us, right? So that is, as a human being, especially as being a lady, I think it's always, we think in that way. But what we have to realize is, if we do these things for us, the whole family and the people surrounding us will benefit. So that is what that is what you will realize eventually. I have realized it. That's why I'm saying you. Because you always have to love yourself, and then you are the most important thing. Once when you start loving yourself unconditionally, then however you are, like, there are a lot of defects in us, or there are a lot of things that we need to improve on. That's the right word, right? So we always feel that, oh my God, they are doing better and I'm not doing better. Do not compare you with others. Compare yourself with yourself. Are you doing the best? Whatever the best, that is what matters. Like, as long as we are doing the best from our point of view, that is what matters. We should not, when you start comparing with others, that what they are doing and what you are doing, that is when you lose your confidence. That is when you kind of feel bad for yourself. But as long, okay, I have committed to this and this is what I'm going to do, and that is all that matters. It's something, something that we all need to learn. We all know it, but learning and then implementing is the most important thing that we need to work on. So, yeah. So that
What
is
you said is right, Madhavi. Correct. We have to compare to ourselves first. Then we have to know about our growth, how we are growing up, and how we are doing. We have to learn the mistakes, what mistakes we are doing.
Yeah, be open mind. Like sometimes we do tend to, like, we are human beings, we do tend to do mistakes, but
Yes.
learn from it. Don't feel bad. Okay, happened is happened. That the past we cannot change, but the present is something that we are living. If we can learn through that mistake, that is what we need to focus on. And feeling bad about that mistake and feeling like, oh my God, what I have done, like dwelling on it is something that we do. But let it go. It's okay. Sometimes things happen. That's all it is.
Yes.
So